Hello, hello, hello. This is SynthNote, back with another video. Today I'm gonna share 17 cool Minecraft tips with you that you may or may not know. Watch until the end so you don't miss any. Let's get started. When trading with villagers, hold down Shift and spam your spacebar to instantly refill the item you are trading. Do this while you are spam clicking left click to trade. This will speed up the trading process a lot if you have a lot to trade, so you won't need to individually collect each stack of items. Speaking of villagers, if you're not happy with the initial trade offers, break the profession block and place it down again until you see the trades you want. You may need to repeat this process several times. This will only work if you haven't yet traded with a villager. Another villager tip is to get a Fletcher, Shepherd, and Farmer. These three villagers are easy to trade with, and you can build farms around your base that will generate the items you need in order to trade. That way you will be able to get a lot of emeralds fairly quickly with renewable items. Moving on to mining. Avoid doing this. Instead, mine in what I call a 2-block wide set of 5, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not only will you increase your chances of finding valuable ores, but the stairs will be easier to navigate. Otherwise, you will be hitting your head a lot when moving up and down the mine. Doing this will also make it easier to place down and use rails. Place your torches into your offhand by pressing F or whatever key you use for that. That way you don't need to switch to the torches all the time while mining. Also, always put them on the same side when going into the mine. That way you can find your way out by looking at which side the torches are placed. If you place them on your left side when going into the mine, then they will be on your right side when you're going back out. Speaking of light, if you want to make your game a lot brighter, for instance when you're inside caves and places like that.
Freaking bats everywhere in this place. It's creepy. I'm out. Bye.
You can edit the gamma settings in a text file on your computer. To do this, you go to your Start menu and you type in %appdata %, one word, hit enter. Then open your Minecraft folder, scroll down until you see a document called Options, open it, and inside the document you scroll down until you see the word Gamma. Change this number to 5 if you want the game to be very bright. Personally, I prefer to keep it at 3, as you can see here. When you're done, hit save. Keep in mind that if you're speedrunning, gamma above 5 is not permitted in runs, at least not now. In order to breathe underwater, place down a door and stand in it. Pretty cool, huh? This is extra useful when you're mining stuff underwater, like clay or gravel, or if you're inside an ocean monument.
I am under the water. Please help me.
Speaking of stuff under the water, while you're traveling by boat, you can go into F5 mode, tilt your camera until you get a good clear view of what's under the surface. Aim for tilting the camera until the vertical rotation value is around 11.5. And speaking of boats, if you're high up somewhere in the Nether and you can't find a safe way down, you may be tempted to use a water bucket to do an MLG water. But remember that water doesn't work in the Nether. You could use a hay bale or a boat instead to do an MLG, but a safer way is to hop into a boat and simply glide down to safety. Just don't land in lava. And of course, you can do the same thing in the overworld. And while you're in the Nether, you may want to get some blaze rods. A good way to deal with blazes is to get 1 crit in and then 1 regular hit. So, if you don't know what a crit is, it's basically a critical hit. So you jump, and while you're falling down from jumping, you hit. So you jump, and while you're falling down, that's when you attack. That's when you strike. And that's how you get a critical hit, okay? So, when dealing with blazes, you jump, and when you're falling down, you hit the blaze. That's how you get a crit. Once your weapon has recharged, you hit the blaze one more time, this time normally, and boom, you're done. When exploring a desert temple, you don't need to dig your way down. If you have plenty of health, you can simply just jump down. You will lose around 4 hearts when doing so, but you won't die. Just be very careful so you don't land on the pressure plate, and then break it immediately after landing so you don't accidentally step on it. You can even do it with your fist if you don't have a pickaxe. It'll just take you a while. Why don't you want to step on the pressure plate? It's because under the floor there is a bunch of TNT, and if you step on the pressure plate, also, make sure you know how to get back out again before you jump down. You may find some blocks in the chests that you can use to get out, but it's still a good idea to bring some extra ones just in case. Or you can use a water bucket to get out. Which brings me to the next tip. You can use a water bucket to climb up mountains and walls. Simply place the water above you as high as you can, go up the water and pick it up, and then quickly place it again above you, then pick it up when you have reached the top. You can also place down water as a way to safely get down a ravine, for example, and then leave the water there to go back up again. And you can always bring an extra bucket of water with you if you want to be able to have a water bucket with you while still leaving some water behind. Gold axes are great when you need to get some wood quickly. Just keep in mind that they have very low durability. The like button, however, has pretty high durability, so feel free to give it a spanking. Or, go wild and spank the subscribe button too while you're at it. And turn on notifications, so you don't miss any of my future uploads. If you need coal, but you can't find any, then put some logs into a furnace and they will turn into charcoal, which you can then use to make torches with, for example. And you can use wood as fuel in the furnace. So that wooden pickaxe that you made on your first day, yeah, it will work. It's not a great fuel source, but it will definitely work in an emergency. Did you know that you can use bone meal on the sunflower, peony, lilac, and rosebush to get more of them? I think that's pretty neat. When picking up many items from a chest, you can simply pick up one item or stack, hold down Shift, and double-click on the items of your choice, and you will instantly collect all of the items or block of the type that you're clicking on. My final tip for now is to always build your base at the world spawn, since a compass will point towards the world spawn. That way, you can always find your way back and will never get lost again. If you want to know more about how to never get lost in Minecraft, check out my other video, which you can see on the screen right now, where I will tell you how to change the world spawn location and much more. So, I'll see you over there. Bye!